There's one area of your house that we always don't think about when we're thinking about enhancing values, and that space is the garage. So many of us will purchase a house because of the garage space that we need, or we don't currently have a garage and we need one. But let's talk about enhancing the garage a bit. First of all, a good garage door opener, easy to use doors, great way to put some ease in your life. Adding a garage door opener that might be a smart opener or a keypad, that's a great way to be able to utilize your garage in the best capabilities. Adding insulation. We don't always think about our garage being a secondary storage spot. With good insulation, you can house some of those items that currently maybe you're overloading your closets with. So insulation. Also remember venting. We want to make sure that the carbon monoxide doesn't pose any kind of issues that can be seeped into your home by the way that the garage is sitting or utilized. Use a storage system. So if you're going to use storage shelves, make sure they're secured to the wall. If you're going to use bins, make sure they're heavy-duty bins so that it keeps rodents out of any of your precious items. Still be a little bit sensitive about your best candles, your best scrapbooks, those kind of things, because of the weather fluctuation. When you're using a storage system, it's a great way to organize yourself, but don't overload your garage space, especially if you're thinking about selling your house. If your garage is completely filled or overloaded, it tells that buyer right away the house does not have enough storage. Install adequate lighting. A good rule of thumb is 2 48-inch fluorescent LED bulbs, fixtures for each car space. So you want to make sure that the lighting is adequate for several reasons, and the most important is safety. Add more outlets. So outlets in a garage, a good rule of thumb in a 2-car garage, 6 outlets should service all of your needs. Install a wall-mounted fire extinguisher. We don't think about that all the time outside of our kitchens or our house. Do that. Make that one of the first things that you do. Secondly, you could add a carbon monoxide detector as well. A lot of times we're trying to keep from opening and closing garage doors. So maybe adding a service door or a walkout door is a great way to keep that traffic coming into your house easily without opening and closing your garage door. I had a garage company tell me one time you get 10,600 opens and closes before you have to replace your springs. Let your car have its own space. So what I'm saying with that is make sure if you are doing some kind of system in there, or you're adding a exercise room or an area, that you should not impact on your car space. So we want to make sure that the car can fit in there nicely, doors can open completely. And lastly, keep the outside of your garage tidy. What that means is check your overgrown plants, your landscaping, but also look at your concrete. Making sure that your concrete is serviceable, and sometimes you can help the longevity of your concrete by sealing it, doing the preventative type things that the weather can be causing issues with. Look at the garage things online. There are great shelves, great services. There's even companies that specialize in getting your garage in a great space. Also, one last thing. A lot of people will do the epoxy or the finishes on your garage floor. Just so you know, some of those finishes can be very slick. Be careful with adding those. Thanks.